In football, some players slowly enhance their reputation, rising up the ranks and building up their career. However, for other players, it takes just one game to burst onto the scene.
I burst onto the scene, didn't I? And I was going to be...
After one game, they are known by the whole footballing world and instantly reach the pinnacle of football. In this video, I explain some of the best and most iconic breakout games in football, starting with Messi. In 2007, Messi was seen as a bright and up-and-coming prospect, scoring some fantastic goals and being compared to footballing legends. Although the comparison that stuck the most was with Maradona. Both were small Argentinians that could weave through teams with ease and score goals that defied logic. The only difference was Messi preferred Pepsi over Coke, if you know what I mean, but some fans weren't having it.
No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. No.
They saw Messi as an overrated player carried by a stacked Barcelona team led by Ronaldinho. How can he be the second coming of Maradona if he's not even the main talisman in his own team? But this would all change after one El Clásico. The game would start off bad for Messi as the ball would fall to Van Nistelrooy on the edge of the box to put Madrid in front. But Messi would silence Madrid just 5 minutes later by passing the ball past the keeper. However, while Barca fans were still celebrating, Madrid came back up the pitch and earned a penalty.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
And Van Nistelrooy would keep his calm, putting Madrid up 2-1. But once again, Barca would level it as the ball would bounce to Messi, who smashed it in the corner. Fans began to realise that they were witnessing an absolute classic. Both sides battling for the lead. Madrid had the upper hand most of the game, but now the tide was shifting as Barca had chance after chance after chance. Things were going very well for Barca, so naturally Olivier decided to put Barca's chances in a blender.
He was booked in the penalty, wasn't he? Yeah. He's off.
A 10-man Barca stood no chance against this Madrid team, with legends everywhere you looked. And it got worse as Ramos's power header bounced off the bar into the net. Hope seemed lost. In the 90th minute, Barca seemed out of options until Ronaldinho picked up the ball on the wing and found Messi with a through ball. He was boxed in, but it didn't matter as he skipped past Madrid's entire defence, smashing the ball in the bottom corner. From out of nowhere, Messi's magic levelled the game for Barca, securing his hat-trick. This pass from Ronaldinho was the passing of the torch to Messi, as after this game Barcelona was his team. Now the world knew the name, Lionel Messi. And after this game he had a decent career. For the next play we have to go back to 2002, when Arsenal went head-to-head with Everton. At this time Arsenal had just gone 30 games unbeaten, dismantling every team with ease, and had a squad that would make Arsenal fans cry tears of joy. Everton stood no chance. But they did have something on their side, a young wonder kid that had been garnering a lot of attention, Wayne Rooney. He had everything you want in a wonder kid, a sublime reading of the game. The ability to make chances out of nothing. And he played like he was years older than he was. He even looked years older. Interesting. He was on the bench, but as long as Everton didn't concede early, this would be a great game to bring him on and show his talents. They conceded early. Some Liverpool-level defending left them open for Ljungberg to poke the ball in. This was a horrendous start, but the momentum would swing as Everton found an opening and Radzinski would level the score for Everton. And then the Toffees would dominate, getting lots of opportunities. Arsenal looked less like this and more like this, but their defence was solid. Everton needed to make some changes, so they brought on Wayne Rooney. And he instantly made an impact, toying with Arsenal's defence. Throughout his career, Rooney was known for his fierceness and aggression that he would bring to every game. He would fight anyone, including himself. I mean, just look at this tweet. And this same passion was in his first games. In the 90th minute, the ball would drop for Rooney. He would touch it down and do this.
Chances. Oh, brilliant goal! Brilliant goal! Remember the name, Wayne Rooney.
Destroying Arsenal's unbeaten run and establishing his name in Premier League history. Unfortunately, he couldn't enjoy the celebrations for too long as it was a school night. Now we go for a more recent example of bursting onto the scene as we talk about Haaland. Not that one, that one.
Are you going to sleep lonely tonight?
Yeah.
In 2020, Dortmund had just signed Erling Haaland to boost their Champions League qualification hopes. He was on fire for Salzburg, but was quickly snapped up by Dortmund, dodging United, which I'm definitely not sad about, and Haaland would get his debut off the bench, as Augsburg were dominating Dortmund. The score was 3-1 and Dortmund needed a saviour. Could Haaland really turn this game around?
Why not?
He instantly made an impact, showing his world-class shooting, bringing the game to 3-2. Then, the least money-hungry player of all time would calmly slot away the equaliser, showing a technique that he taught to Ronaldo. And then, minutes later, one long ball would nullify Augsburg's entire defence, and Hazard would be unselfish, earning him a spot in the top 10 respect moments in football. Erling had a double, which would be an amazing debut, but his programming said to get a hat-trick, so he outpaced the defender with ease, placing it past the keeper, securing the hat-trick and putting the game to bed. From this day onward, Haaland would terrorise defences and give nightmares to fans all across the world. And the last player I'll talk about today is Neymar. Before Neymar was a footballing superstar known for his awe-inspiring skill, insane football IQ and loving his sister a bit too much.
My word, we'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look.
He was Brazil's next big talent. Playing for Santos, each game was like watching a highlight reel. He would pull off some insane skill, but he still had many doubters who saw him as all flair, no substance, allergic to the pressure of carrying his team. They wanted him to put the team on his back and prove himself like the previous Brazil legends. Well, what better way to prove yourself than to perform against one of Brazil's greatest legends? Fans geared up to watch Santos vs Flamengo, Neymar vs Ronaldinho, and the future versus the past of world football. The game would get off to a sublime start as Borges would find himself in front of the net, slotting it in to give Santos the lead. Then minutes later, Borges would double it after some samba brilliance by Neymar. And then Neymar would do this. His haters were likely shocked. Neymar was playing through Flamengo like they were the beginner AI on FIFA. But Ronaldinho did not want to take this beating, scoring a tap-in just 1 minute later, and then 2 quick-fire headers would level the game. But Neymar would start the second half on fire, chipping the keeper to put Santos ahead once again. There was no doubt now, Neymar was the real deal and the future of Brazilian football. But despite this, Ronaldinho would show everyone that Unk still got it, securing his hat-trick and likely haunting Neymar to this day. But there are just some of the best breakout games in football. If there's any I've missed, let me know in the comments. And remember to cherish the footballing superstars I've mentioned in this video, because we'll miss them when they're gone.